Hello, 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 everyone. I am here, and guess what? I'm on time. Well, technically, I'm not on time because I'm 2 days late, but mind your business. Mind your business. Mind it, girl. Um, but I do need 30 seconds because I need to do something right quick, so give me a second. Uber KB, baby. Uber KB. Welcome one, welcome all. If you're new here, please like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that bell notification, hit that follow button. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. If you're new here, if you're not new here and you haven't done so already, what you waiting for? It's free, Buki. Buki is free, girl. Girl. It's free, girl. Nothing like free. That's free, girl. Clock it. It's free, girl. Don't be feeling your una kabuna, okay? Don't be feeling your una kabuna, baby. Calm down. I'm gonna pop that little bubble. Relax. Because it's a great environment here. We not judge, we simply observe. Welcome to... Oh, we're about to make it to... Guess what, you guys? Hold on. Because I'm a little bit still behind schedule. We are now entering the observatory, darling. That was so. I'm so looking for that. But it's okay. Because guess what, Buki? So, hold on. I'm going to take my glasses off. You can see. I want you to see this reflection. But yes, welcome all y'all. We are here. We're acting. We are live, honey. So okay. Can you guys see me? Can you guys see me good? Oh, just making sure you guys can see me. You guys, what's it? What's up? What's it is? What it is? I can't actually sing that song. Do you know that they demonetize? I don't know if I could talk about this, but they if you do something like that, you can get demonetized. No shade. So I need a coin. I need all my I need all my currency. I need all my pesos. I need all my yen. I need all of it. I need all of it. Especially because the U.S. currency is girl. Ooh, y'all. Okay, can we talk about something for a minute before we get into what the topics are going to be for today, honey? I want to talk about how my eye has been jumping for the past 2 weeks. Can I talk about that? I want to talk about that. I really do. Because it's no way in a needle in a haystack that my eye should jump this. and I don't know what it is. It's my left one, y'all. So they say that means it's bad luck. I looked it up. I think bad luck because the other one. So I think it's either, I don't know which one it is. I think the left one is bad luck, and the right one is good luck. But my left eye has been jumping, child. My left eye has been jumping. Listen, and I'm really like confused, and I don't want to make this I do want to make this a big thing. That's why I'm bringing it up because for some reason I don't want to be pissed off. I don't want to be pissed off. I'm in a peaceful place. I'm calm right now. You know, things are on coming up on the up and up. Please, don't make me have to knock all this shit over. Okay, that's just all I'm saying. That's all I'm trying to say. Like, I will knock all of this shit over. And nobody will get Leah. No one will get Leah ever. Okay, stop jumping. So we good. Okay. So this is how we're going to do this. Okay. I'm going to right here. You will see a picture, and it will be a picture of what we're talking about, which today, you guys, we will be talking about astrology if you did not know. So here is what we're going to do. Let me show you guys something. So, because I am late, I did start off by doing the 13th instead of doing today's date because I started it yesterday, which is don't anyway, because my eyes started jumping again. Um, and I just wanna, talk about what happened that day and what I seen on social media and stuff of that nature that really tied into what I was trying to say when I wrote this stuff. Okay. So here we go. Here we are. Here we are. Here we are. Here we are. And so, no, baby. No, baby. I could, ooh, but if I remove myself from the stream, it'll. But I want to make it the other way around. Can I do it like this? Hold on, let me see how I look. Because if you can't see me, that's the point that I'm trying to do. Because I don't really care if you see me. Okay, that's cool. Okay, then. One second, you guys. Let me go over here right quick. Okay, I'm back over here. So let us see, daughter. So welcome to the observatory, everyone. We will be making I will be delving deeper and adding more stuff to my observatory as time goes by, like sayings and stuff. But as for right now, we're just focusing on the astrology. So, I'm sorry. All right. So, I can't, y'all, as well, hold on. Let me put my glasses back on because y'all can't see my reflection. Um, but let me make sure I'm connected to the chat. As you guys can see, this is May the 13th of 2024. I based this on east of the United States. So it would be Western astrology, but it is on the east side. So keep that in mind. Now, the first thing that I wanted to talk about that I noticed that happened on May the 13th was that um Pluto went into retrograde um in the first house, right? And so that really surprised me. Well, it didn't surprise me, but it because I knew it was coming, it was more so like I still wasn't I couldn't plan for it. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like it just happened and it just was like, oh okay, I can feel the shift, but it wasn't an immediate feeling. It was more of like a, oh, that's odd, but okay, I guess. Because it was just certain weird tendencies or like something unique transpired like around this time could be. But what I said was more protest revolutions. I said dealing with social structure, currency, banking. I also said because Pluto is retrograde in Aquarius, is going back into Capricorn for a little bit, and then it's coming back into Aquarius for 20 years. But and that's gonna be a ride, right? But it says improving routines also as well. So you could be trying to improve some type of routine, or you could be trying to work on a project more, something like that. Um then we have, if you go down to Pluto opposes the moon in Cancer at 26 degrees. Um Now, that for me, that kind of was just like negative karma to groups that had hidden secrets. Now, I don't know if you were on Twitter yesterday, honey, but, or X, sorry, I don't want to be wrong. I don't know if you were on X yet. Well, was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. It was kind of a mess, girl. Not really a mess, but it was like, why is somebody calling me? I don't know who this is. Like, celebrities were talked about a lot more. Like they were like as if they were commoners, is what I realized. Um, they're trying to make this whole, I don't know, I don't want to call it propaganda, but it's giving me to the extent that they're trying to make these current celebrities last longer, and they're trying to make it to the point where they have appealed to the general public still. So they're trying to push this narrative of uh we're equal, and we um we should be treated as such. But you know, in reality, celebrities aren't treated as commoners, right? So I think it was just something that I looked at and just was like, interesting, right? But another thing that I seen was Pluto sextile to Jupiter in Taurus at 26 degrees. And I said new opportunities in business, new change dealing with. Now, before I continue, I'm gonna finish it, okay? But um before I continue, these are things that I feel like, so I feel like Monday sets the tone for the entire week, right? And for me, I feel like I put a lot of more effort on the first day of the week to kind of let it see it trickle down throughout the week. So I'm not just saying that this is going to happen when I do. I put the 12th like a dummy. Hold on, fuck, I can't edit it. I'm sorry. But what I was trying to say was I I do make the Mondays, which is the 13th in this scenario, more um more detailed than the rest of the days because I don't feel like there's much changing this week specifically. And so I tried to make it more to the basis that it was going to be like um it was going to be the general basis of what's going to happen this week. That's why I only said the 12th through the 17th, which I actually meant the 13th through the 17th, but that's neither here nor there. So I said new change dealing with self and how you consciously present yourself. Now, to me, like I said, Pluto is about the subconscious, right? Pluto is about what you like can't really control, what comes up like in your mind, I guess you can say, that you just like thoughts you can't control, right? And it's sextiling to Jupiter, which is also about like what you think, how can you grow your imagination and all of those things. And it's in Taurus, so it's probably dealing with also like money or pleasure or things that make you want to party or make you want to have fun. So it could be about like how you want to get better at having more fun, getting better at evolving, getting better at doing things that just put you in a better positioning that has benefits reaped because you've sown them, right? So then, if you go a little bit further, we have a square between Pluto and Mercury at 26 degrees. And what you're going to keep seeing on May was 26 of May the 13th was 26 degrees, which was very interesting to me. I found that very interesting when researching and doing this. Like if you look at the moon, it's at 26 degrees. If you look at Mercury, it's at 26 degrees. If you look at Jupiter, it's at 26 degrees. It's just a lot of 26s, and that reduces to 8. And 8 is about change and evolution and the subconscious again. So it's just a simple, it's not as simple as what the surface level or what it could be. Like I said, it could be it's getting to a point where it's not at the surface level anymore. Like it's getting to a point where you're not thinking just on the basis of right now. You're thinking for the future. Well, how can I possibly evolve from this? How can this make my lineage better? What can I leave behind for my legacy? I don't know why it's buffering. Like it's buffering bad too. I might have to just do. I'm sorry, y'all. If it's hold on, if it's buffering, y'all, let me know because I don't want there to be issues. I want there to be, everybody's congruent with each other. Okay. because I am. If you didn't know, I am live on mostly all of my streaming platforms. So, not streaming platforms. I'm on all of my social media platforms. So just be mindful of that if it is glitching a little bit or if it is like malfunctioning in the sound. Just let me know in the comments so I can improve the quality for you guys and there won't be that much of a hassle so that we can be as, you know, um, fluent as possible, right? So, okay, so I said for the square between Pluto and Mercury at 26 degrees in the third house in Aries, I said trouble communicating to neighbors or siblings. I also said change of work, home, environment. And then I also said for the Pluto sextile to Neptune in Pisces at 29 degrees in second house is more money in your wallet or huh? I said more money in your wallet. That's what I said, child. But um, to me, that could have been also like celebrities. I don't know if I said it on this day, but I said it on one of these days. Celebrities getting into it with like a congregation of people, more often than not. Like you know how like there are rap beefs, where they're about to be like civilian versus like celebrity beefs is what I'm predicting. And it kinda to me because Pluto was like the subconscious, the general public, and then it's versus, and then that could even tie into you know, the rap beefs and stuff that's going on right now and hip hop and stuff. So I also said major businesses falling off, and then what was ironic was they said that Family Dollar is closing and is losing revenue, but they also said even is losing money because their racist rant or whatever the case may be. And then it says bringing back power to the smaller businesses. Oh, I forgot I said that. So major businesses are falling off because it's going to be built back to the small businesses to thrive and evolve and start building the economy, which has been said for the past 2 years, oddly something 2 odd something years, but it isn't really coming into effect until like after this Pluto goes back into Capricorn, in my opinion. But we'll see, right? So I said Saturn in Pisces. If you move down a little bit further, I said Saturn in Pisces because that was just for Pluto, right? Those were all just the conjunctions for Pluto and the aspects for Pluto. Saturn in Pisces at 17 degrees. Watch that 8 number again, right? Saturn in Pisces at 17 degrees in the second house is lessons being about money or ways to contribute financially, right? Because to me that Saturn being in the second house is really about like how you acquire money in this life or how you spend your money, what are your assets and things. So it's saying that we have to um, get out of our fantasy world of what we think we can afford or what we think we have, and we actually have to put that effort to make a budget or stop overspending when you know you don't really have it, and you know save and because you never know because it's saying that to me a lot of illusions are happening around the governmental structure of the United States because this is Western astrology, right? So it's giving me very much like you may hear something about where the United States is um, like withholding funds, or they're doing something along the lines, not withholding funds like from work or something, but like say you have like you're on Social Security, or say you're on TANF, or say you're on stamps or food stamps. Um, it could be like a delay that is not usual, but it could be a delay, right? Um, It's not in retrograde though, so that's the good sign. I'm not saying 100% that it's going to be a delay, but it's something to look out for. Just be mindful at this time of your banks and keep up with your money, because right now is not a time to just let your banks take control of. Oh, I got paid this week, and whatever I spend is what I spend. It'll come back to me. You shouldn't be thinking like that, because consciously that's not how reality works, like, at all. So yeah. And then I said celebrities losing notoriety, fame, because of past stories coming out. I don't know, I think I seen something like that on X, but I'm not sure. um But I heard a story of someone getting having to back pay on something because of something that happened years ago. So you could be. That's why I said interesting. You could be having to back pay on something that you didn't know you had to back pay on, or you get money back from something that you didn't know you were going to get money back on, or you were going to get more that you didn't expect, or something along those lines, right? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Actually, yeah, let me look, because I don't wanna if you pay me, keep it on the low, because my heart can't take anymore. If you pay me, keep it on the low. Where the fuck is my phone, bro? Okay. I don't know why I sound like I'm in the back of a motherfucking muffler truck, a 1963 Ford. Like I'm in the back of a trunk, and I'm recording on a mixtape. But I want y'all to know I'm trying my best. I'm trying to be successful. But it sounds like I'm cooking fried chicken in the background. 1 second, because I'm about to be very angry. So I checked that. I'm just checking to make sure all streams are working properly. So give me 1 second, you guys. Okay. So let me know if I turn off too. So I also said Saturn has a weak sextile to the moon in Cancer at 26 degrees, right? And I said, finding out information about your connection, which prompts you to change overall. And I also said Saturn trines Venus in Taurus at 7 degrees in the fourth house. And I said, trying to build a solid foundation. And I also said, laying to rest all old people, places, and things. Because Saturn to me is like the foundation or the father of which is like or like the stepfather of the zodiac or the planets, right? So it's just like because it's trine is a Jupiter aspect, right? It's trining Venus, which is Venus is more about um wanting to have pleasure. So it's like feeling not stuck, but more so feeling like receptive and trying to understand, but also want to be stuck in their ways because they have a certain viewpoint and a certain stance because it's in Taurus, right? But it's at 7 degrees, and I believe 7 degrees is, if I'm not mistaken, Libra. I believe it's Libra. And so it's in its home sign. Everything is positive energy, right? So you got to look at it as if something positive is being brought out of being having this foundation, because a lot of times, even though I wouldn't say necessarily that Venus zodiac signs don't like solid foundations, they just want it to naturally come to them. And so they have to learn in this world that they have to, adapt very quickly, that that's not how this world works. And you have to go out and get it. And if you don't, who's going to get it for you, right? So now some of y'all could be spoiled, or you could just spoil yourself. It depends, you know. Um, but that's what I'm getting. And then I said, oh my God, I wrote a lot for this thing, I guess. So I said Neptune and Pisces at 29 degrees in the second house. I said endings to illusions and financial hardships. I said Neptune sextile to Jupiter and Taurus at 26 degrees. I said changing habits that no longer serve you and keep you complacent. I said Neptune sextile to the moon is at 26 degrees in the second house. I said pushing to high financial problems, hiding resources, or scarcity. Now, that to me just means keeping what I'm hearing is what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas when it comes to certain things, right? And so it's like I don't want people to know what's going on with my finances, or I don't want people to know what's going on in my assets or in my social life. Even it could be about social life, especially with that aspect to Pluto. So just be mindful of that. Um, and then I said Mars in Aries, which is its home sign, is at 9 degrees at 9 degrees in the third house. So I said trying to finish projects or start them, but it feels like one step forward and two steps back, which could just mean to me that saying means like getting to a point where you feel like I'm moving, but am I really moving? Like I feel like I'm going places, but it feels like every time I get one step ahead, I'm one step back. Like I'm just playing hopscotch at this point. Like I'm just playing the same game over and over again. And that's not how, we don't want that, right? So we have to be a little bit more mindful of um I said finding patience to things in close proximity to you. So it could be an irritable day, or yesterday could have been an irritable day. Because it definitely was an irritable day for me because my eye was jumping all day. But that's not the point. So I also said, if you skip over a little bit, I said Mercury in the third house at 26 degrees. So go at 26 degrees again. In Aries. And I said self-centered thinking, exchange of harsh words. I said revising plans and making a way for change. I said locally changing the environment, places, people around you. And I said refreshing movement forward. So, like I said, you could think that you're not moving forward, but in reality, you are. You just really don't know how to, like, I don't know how else to explain it other than you don't know where you are until after you done got through it. Like you don't know where, yeah, you don't know. No, I'm not gonna say it like that. You don't know where you were until after you got through it, right? So you have to look at it from the perspective of I'm in the storm, I'm not of the storm. So sooner or later, this storm too shall pass. So you have to always keep that in mind and understand that, yeah, it might be a hardship right now, but shoot, we getting through it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you have to believe in and understanding it within yourself. So that's what I have for that, love. What I have for that, love. Okay, so May the 14th. Now, the only thing that I really did for this day was and these days was really talk about the moon. So the 14th, which is today, the moon is in Leo at 9 degrees in the seventh house, right? I said celebrity relationships coming out to the public. I said randomly going viral after being a patient, after being patient for a period of time. I said square Pluto in retrograde in the first house. So the moon squares Pluto in retrograde in the first house at 2 degrees, right? And I said people attacking celebrities because of neutral of being people attacking celebrities because of being neutral in war stances. And I said also because growing impatient with them. So you know how a lot of times Stan Twitter or Stan X has a thing where they cuss out their celebrity idol and they be like, "Where's the album? We need the album." And I've been seeing, more of like ironically like celebrities are starting to play off of that. Like um i.e. Rihanna and using it as marketing, which I find is very interesting. Um so also said and it makes it like anyway, I said the moon sextile Mars at 10 degrees in the third house. I said more practical projects being completed, and the head is starting to show its peak. So things are starting to come to a head. The climax is approaching, and like I said, with this Pluto and Aquarius in retrograde, expect the unexpected, child. Well, not even, because if you learned your lesson these past 2 years, you should kind of know how this retrograde is. So, because it's taking you back through the same thing that you've been going through the past 4 years. So, if you haven't caught on now, it'll take you 20 years to catch on. That's the issue. Well, we're not judging, like I said, but we simply just trying to get you ahead of the curve. That's why I'm here. Okay, I'm trying to help you get ahead of the curve, honey. All right. So, it says Venus in Taurus in the fourth house at 18 degrees. It's saying seeing a foundation come to completion. And I said creating a better foundation for one's future. And then I said Venus conjunct Uranus in Taurus at 22 degrees in the fourth house. And I said friction, shock with protesters and or change. And I said spontaneous spending, right? Because Venus does rule like money, currency, like social structure. It also rules like what is perceived to be okay in society, what is perceived like to be immoral and stuff. So you got to keep that in mind. Now, with Uranus at 23 degrees in the fourth house, if you could tell, is conjunct the sun at 23 degrees. Now, what I got was runner chaser energy, and if you know what that is, and if you don't know what that is, go look that up. But runner chaser energy basically is just like where somebody plays games with somebody else, and they like the thrill of playing games with them, and always wanted to do things that pisses them off, but still want them and stuff to keep them in a conundrum or keep them stuck with them, right? Or whoever they are. So I also said the sun at 23 degrees and Jupiter both in Taurus at 27 degrees conjunct each other. And I said unconventional or radical views. And I said focusing on learning and evolving. Now, we're going to take a quick drink break because I need some water. And if you can see, I did most of, because what I did was I didn't finish the fourth house. So I did the fourth house and the fifth house so that you guys could see everything, right? We'll see. Hold on. But if you will excuse me, I need a minute. Okay. Why does it still say May the 14th? I'm about to get really irritated. So I did all of that just for that to happen. I need to work on my anger. Woo. Okay, simple malfunction. Okay. So we are entering into May the 15th, which would technically be a prediction. Now, ironically, I didn't write anything down for this day. I only wrote down for the 16th. I don't know why. But the moon is in Leo. Oh, I think because the moon was already in Leo, so I didn't feel like writing that. Um but the moon is in Leo right now in the seventh house. The seventh house is about relationships. I think it's no, I don't think it's hidden enemies. I think it's I think it's just really about mainly about relationships, and it could be. I don't want to be wrong. Like I don't want to give. Hold on, where am I? Let me look. But yeah, so you could on this day. Back to what I was saying. You could on this day be dealing with self, um, or dealing with things that the seventh house is about marriage and partnership. What is lacking in self, like I said, how we see others, open enemies, what we expect and attract in close relationships, right? So that being in Leo is very, like you said, what are you doing with self? How are you focusing on self? What is your relationship with self? Maybe what is your relationship with the divine, probably. Um, and then you see all of these squared aspects with Jupiter, the Sun, and Uranus, and you're just like, well, what does this mean, right? Which is the red blue line, if you're following me. Um, this, well, the moon is squaring, I believe, if it's not uh, I think it's conjuncting. Um, but right now, I believe it's squaring Jupiter in Taurus, which is right at the end of Taurus, like it's about to go into Gemini. So you could be coming to a lot of, um, like your fruits of your labor is actually coming to fruition. Like you actually start to see like what you have put forth the effort into these past 2 years. And Leo squares the Leo moon squares the sun, which is very interesting because if you didn't know, the sun rules Leo, and the sun represents self and how others see us. Um, so to me, that's just talking about you can have conflict. What I'm hearing is nature versus nurture. So, what is it that is hindering you? Is it like your wants? Um, is it because you don't have all of that you need? Like, what is it, right? So just be looking out for that. Another thing that I seen change was that I wanted to point out was I don't know. I think that's pretty much it. Like I just wanted to talk about the moon for this day because there was a lot of aspects to it on this day. But let's see. So now back to Mhm. Now let's get into May the 16th. On May the 16th, I actually wrote notes for it, yay. So on May the 16th, the moon actually enters Virgo in the third house. I mean, at 3 degrees in the eighth house. And I kind of gotten manifestos because the eighth house is about like a cult. It's about death and rebirth. It's about change. It's about evolution. It's also about the self because it also was the subconscious self. And the eighth house is ruled by Pluto. Pluto is in Aquarius right now and it's in retrograde. So you also got to look at it like this. Well, what is it that I'm too loose on that I need to change and need to evolve into to make it more structured, right? Or what is it that I need to be more lenient on and stop putting so much effort in because it is hindering me? So I said the expansion in the mind / the workplace. I said thinking of ways of change. I said the moon sextile to Mercury at 0 degrees in Taurus. I said the beginning planning stages of, something. And then I also said acquiring money in a unique way because something that we didn't talk about was that Uranus aspect yet with the sun. And I think this is the last day that I wrote something for, even though I have the 17th up. But I said the moon squares the sun at 25 degrees in the fourth house in Taurus, right? So I said tension between emotions and ego. I said harder to understand the opposite sex. Now, because Taurus is ruled by Venus, which is more of a feminine trait, a traded person, or more like you could. What I realized was with like Tauruses, they don't have to be feminine. They could just have like feminine traits, like pretty eyelashes or arched eyebrows or clean nails. Somewhere where they feel like it look like they take care of themselves. Kinda is basically what I'm saying. So there's that little bit. And then I said the moon squares Jupiter in Taurus at 27 degrees. And I said tension of letting go and moving forward. Now, that could just simply mean because Jupiter is about expansion. It's not really about equality, but it could be. And it's about um, knowing more and understanding more, kind of. And so you could be in a period of because of the moon is about like thinking emotions, feelings. You could be feeling like you don't want to evolve, like you could be feeling like you're complacent, or you could be feeling like you're not evolving, you're trying not to be complacent or something like that. You just gotta see what works for you and what speaks to you, right? But let's see anything else from this that I wanted to speak on. Because if not, let's get to the next picture. So for this one, we have the 17th. Um, Now we have that Virgo has moved to 15 degrees. Um, Nothing really stands out about this day. It looks like a. I mean, we have to watch out for that Mercury. You could have a slow start with trying to talk. You could stutter a little bit more on this day, on this Friday. You could not really. It may be harder for you to get your point across to certain people. Um, what else for this day? Um, it's a they are the South Node and Mars are really close together, or is that the North Node? Ooh, I always get these two mixed up. No, that's the North Node. That's the North Node because the South Node is in Libra right now. Um, but what I'm trying to say is just be think before you speak. On Friday, probably 9 times out of 10. I could see. I see a new batch of celebrities coming in as well, because if you look at Neptune and Pisces, it's right at the end, and all of the celebrities are like that are meant or were in this like false ideology of what a certain lifestyle should be lived or perceived is becoming to a point where you have to be raw and uncut, and that's what makes you different from the rest, and that's the energy that Aries is bringing into Neptune. If Neptune doesn't go retrograde anytime soon, which I don't believe it will. It might go retrograde near the end of the year, but I don't think it's going to go retrograde anytime soon. um but don't hold me to it. Um, Anything else that I want to speak on this day? Yeah, be mindful of your words, pretty much. Or maybe you're going to be mindful of your words on this day because it's entering Taurus. Like you're going to be a lot more sensitive to other people's thoughts and stuff. Um, oh, that's cool. I'm sorry, I didn't know what to do that. Um, so you guys. That is really all that I have for you. Make sure you like, comment, share, follow, subscribe, all of the things, honey. But what I wanted to say, I have a new deluxe mixtape out, so make sure you go check that out. It's called Seven the Deluxe on all streaming platforms. I got a new mix of The Boy Is Mine by Ariana Grande on YouTube, so you can go check that out. And then I have. Is it raining? It's raining. Um, but just go and make sure you support your girl, honey. Make sure you do the things, honey, girl. Make sure you do the things, honey. Um, let me see. But yeah, you guys, I just want to say thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. Um, Everything that y'all have done so far. Y'all just amazed me time and time again, especially with your comments. So make sure you comment. I love when people from like all over the world be like, "Hi, nice to meet you. I'm here and I da 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 da." It just opens my mind to, you know, it being someone other than me that connects to me, understands me to a certain degree, or wants to understand me, child. So I just want to say I love you guys so much. Please be tuned in for other activity because I have more where that came from. I love you guys. I have to go.